Hello, my name is Josue, and today I'm here with,
Ms. Saavedra.
and today I'll be asking you some questions about mental health and how it affects high school students. What is mental health and why is it important for our students?
Mental health is what goes in your head. So it's like as important as your physical health, and it's how you handle situations on a daily basis, like the challenges that come with it.
And how is it important for our students?
It is important for students because just as like physical health, when we're trying to maintain like our bodies and making sure that we're healthy, we also need to be healthy in our head. Like we need to be able to comprehend what's going on around us and how we can like face those things, especially when you're in school. Like it's very, very important to know how to like maneuver through all of that.
What are some common causes for stress for high school students?
I think one of the things that I see in high school students is like the friendships that they have with their peers, how they handle that, like the bullying aspect of it, if they're being bullied. Also academically, like if they have a lot of classes and they don't know how to like manage their time. They have a lot of sports or a lot of extracurricular activities, so they kind of like take on a whole bunch of things, and I think those are some of the common stressors that a lot of our students.
Like they set high expectations for
Yes,
themselves.
high expectations because they think they can do it all, but there's only a certain like amount of like hours in a day, so it's difficult for them. Yeah.
What are some warning signs that a student may be struggling with their mental health?
We see a lot of our students who like typically like fall asleep in the classroom. They withdraw. They don't participate. They're very quiet, and they could be quiet. That could be like their daily thing. But when they're like super like quiet, when they just want to like close themselves from the world, even with their peers, with their teachers, they just don't want to do anything. That withdrawal. That's when we understand that something is going on.
And how can students manage stress or anxiety?
One of the things that I try to tell my students is say no. Like be ready to say no when someone wants you to do something on top of everything that you already have. It's okay to say no. Just being able to take that time to yourself and just have like that connection with your own self. Like sit down, be like in a dark room, just talk to yourself, talk to that inner person of you and say, this is what's going on, making sure that you're being calm, taking a walk, just those things, but just being with your own self so that you can get to know yourself and not have to stress over everything that's going on around you.
And how important would you say it is to like set those boundaries just with yourself and with other people?
It is very important. I think it's one of the things that you have to start doing, I wish they could start doing it as like 3-4 year olds, because sometimes you want to please people. That's what we are. We're humans and we want to please people, but we also have to please ourselves, and we have to understand that we cannot take on all the challenges, all the things that people want to put on our plate. It's just very important to just say no, set that boundary. And I think it's one of the first things that you have to start doing as a person. As soon as you understand how your mental, like your brain works, just start setting those boundaries as early as you can, because it starts getting harder as you get older.
And how does lack of sleep affect the mental health?
It affects it a lot, in my opinion, just because if you're not getting that rest, like your brain is always just constantly just moving and just doing so many things at once. You need your body physically to be in a place where it's going to connect with your mind, and you're going to be able to like just be well rested, make those like clear decisions. When you don't have enough sleep, your brain is just not capable of making clear decisions for yourself or for others. So I think it's very important.
Yeah, and how does social media impact mental health?
Social media affects mental health in many ways. You want to be like people that you see on social media. So you always want to be like, we go back to that, like pleasing others, right? You want to be the same. You want to be as skinny as the person that you're watching on social media. You want to have a house like the people that you have on social media, which are mansions and stuff like that. But deep down, we don't really see what those people are experiencing. We just see what they want us to see, right? So I feel like we're trying to keep up with that same facade that we see on social media, and it affects it a lot because not everything is as it seems, but we don't know that. Like, our brain cannot comprehend that. So I think it's social media is impacting our mental health a lot. Like, sometimes you just have to like take a break from that. You start seeing all these like news, and you start feeling like something is going on, and sometimes those news are fake. They're not even real, and you're already worried about something that's not even happening. And I think the more you see it, and that like doom scrolling, you're just scrolling, and just that algorithm just keeping up, and you're seeing the same news that is not even real, but it's there, and you're just thinking it's real because your brain cannot comprehend that, right? So I think social media is affecting our mental health a lot.
And when should someone ask for help?
As soon as they think they can do it on their own, and it's so easy to just say, well, just ask for help. But we have that pride in ourselves, even though you may say, oh, I'm not a prideful person. All of us have it in us where we don't want to ask for help. We want to be so independent. We don't want people to like require something of us.
People think we're weak.
Yes, it is a weakness. If you ask for help, people are going to see it as a weakness. But are they really seeing it as a weakness? Like, that's something that you're seeing. I think as soon as you think you can't handle it or something is not going right, you should just ask for help. And there's so many resources out there. Even if you don't want to talk to someone that you know, like, because especially we don't want to go to our families. I think if you find resources, there's so many resources online. There's the crisis line where you can like ask for help. You can even text them. Then you don't have to talk to them. But it's just being able to trust someone to let them know something is going on, something that's out of the ordinary, and my like brain cannot handle it. I think it's important to just ask for that help. The sooner you do, the easier it's gonna be for you.
And what are some healthy ways to deal with the stress?
Like I mentioned before, just taking that time on your own, like just maybe taking a walk, maybe taking a few minutes out of your day to just have that inner conversation with yourself. There's a lot of like apps out there that help you like calm down, the breathing, like all of those things, they do help. But I feel like one of the things that has always been like good is just taking walks. Taking walks, being able to connect yourself with nature so that you feel like you can feel yourself, you feel grounded. Yes.
And what advice would you give to students who feel overwhelmed?
It's not the end of the world, okay? You are more than capable of doing something. If you continue to like work on yourself and knowing that there's always going to be pressure as an adult, but if you learn how to like manage things, like time management, being able to set a goal and make sure that the goal is something that's measurable, something that you can do. Don't say, oh, I'm going to do like 100 push-ups in like a minute. No, you might be able to do 5 or 10. Set like goals to yourself and know that like even if you don't meet them, you at least attempted to do them. Don't try to get a whole bunch of things in your plate. Doing everything at once, it's going to be good. I know we as teachers put a lot of pressure on students because we want work, right? But if you learn how to like time manage and like set a goal for yourself, I think it's going to help your mental health a little bit better. How
important would you say time management is to your mental health?
It's really important. We only have 24 hours in a day, and we at least need 8 to 10 hours of sleep, right? So why are you going to take up on projects that are going to take you more than those 24 hours if you know you can't do it? Try to like manage that time that you have. If you know you only have like 10 minutes, you only have an hour, then that's what you have to do.
Okay. Thank you. This is all we have for this week. Hope you have a good day.
Thank you. Thank you for having me.